The King of Lifetime. Welcome, welcome. The the great one, live once again over here, King Camillo. Best by every test. Best by every test. With your Q&A right here. With your Q&A right here, live. Ugh, on this deep and dark Sunday afternoon or evening here in Williamstown, New Jersey. As I lay here pondering life, I was beginning to watch an old movie, and then I fell asleep for a while. But here I am again. Where and where are all the pretty ladies at? Here on YouTube land. Where are all the pretty ladies right here? Where are they at? They belong on the streets. They belong to the streets version right here. Yeah. We'll give it a little while and see if we get the people. If we don't get the people, we'll just end this and that's it. No. Bergs, come on up here. We got things to discuss, man. I told them all off earlier, Bergs. I told them all off earlier, Bergs. They were all here. Gumby, the mummy, and I went off on them. These are women of the streets. The mummy is she's what you call what was the word I used, David James? A home wrecker. She's a home wrecker. The mummy is a home wrecker. Gallo is a woman of the streets, Bergs. She's nobody's woman. Don't you get it? She's everybody's woman, which means she's nobody's woman. She's a woman of the. She belongs in the streets. Gumby has a very strange looking face. Bergs, you gotta just get rid of these people from your life. They're spoofing me now, Bergs. They're spoofing me from spoof numbers, trying to get a hold of me that say terrible things, you know. I have a right to give my opinion up here all I want, David James. They don't like that. They don't own the rights of Barbie. They don't know I mean, this channel is for educational and entertaining purposes only. This YouTube channel. It's for educational and entertaining purposes only, and it's also a reporting channel. And I have freedom of the press because I'm a journalist. And you know who says so? The Constitution of the United States for freedom of the press. And I can give my public opinion on anything, on mummies, on Barbies, on gallows. I can give my opinion on anything, and that's just how it is. And I have the right opinion of it. I have the right opinion. Gumby made me want to hurt myself, and also I had a major panic attack because of this Gumby homewrecker. Bergs, you weren't special. Many a guys have fallen to her before you. Many a strong guys have fallen. She's an expert at doing this kind of stuff. This is what they do, Bergs. This is what they do. Don't you get it? While she was messing around with you, while you were with her, with Mark Terry, three or four of the guys. I mean, which is fine. When it started involving me, when she started trying to sniff around me, I had to shut it down. You know what I mean? I don't come to these people. These people come to me and look for trouble, Bergs. They come to me and look for trouble. You know, the mummy can't even smile. The mummy's a homewrecker. How? Why did Bergs catfish Gallo? ARND. I said, do what you do. I don't want my name mentioned. I don't want my name mentioned. I said, I don't want anything mentioned. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear this shit outside of YouTube. You know, Bergs this, Bergs that, Bergs that, Bergs that. The mummy is really behind the scenes pressing all this shit, Bergs, with people. She needs to be sued for a loss of wages by me. This mummy contacts me from spam numbers. Exactly, Bergs. She contacts me from spam numbers too. The mummy. The mummy been contacting me from spam because the mummy doesn't have the guts to do it personally. See, the mummy needs to be sued. That's who needs to be sued. The mummy really latched on to Gumby after this breakup because she still has feelings for the Cowardly Lion. I'm getting messages from spoof numbers right now, Bergs. I really think these people are bisexual on top of everything else. This Saragallo goes too far. The mummy thinks it can't be traced with these spoof numbers. The mummy needs to be sued because she has the money to get sued. If the mummy didn't exist, the mummy is trying to push her on the Mark Terry. The mummy is so miserable in its pathetic little life, so miserable that all it does all day is worry about people like you, Bergs. The mummy is really in the middle of all this, Bergs. The homewrecker slash mummy. You're right. I blocked the mummy. I blocked them both in here earlier, Bergs. Gumby is with you, Rex. The better question is, who isn't Gumby with, Bergs? I could tell you something, Bergs, but you wouldn't believe me anyway, so it's senseless. I could tell you something, but it's senseless. You wouldn't believe it. David James, we don't talk to them. They reach out to us with spoof numbers. You know what I mean? At least me. I block them all out of my personal life. Nobody talks to them. Gumby's not with me. She'll be back, Berg. She belongs to the streets. She'll make her rounds back, Bergs. I would only travel for women that I don't travel for free. The women of the streets, Bergs. Women that belong to the streets. I don't travel for free. They'd have to pay me for my expenses. They lost that privilege because the women of the streets. There's no. It's all sexual. There's no relate. They don't know how to have relationships, so it would have to be a sexual thing, and it's not worth it for. It's not worth the investment to drive down there and spend all that money and everything for what? A piece of ass from Gumby, Bergs. You think I would spend $1,000 in expenses to go down there and visit Gumby for a piece of ass? Because you can't have a relationship with it because it belongs to the streets. It don't belong to me or you. The mummy is the trouble. You got to catch the mummy with what it's doing and then sue its ass. That's what you got to do. The mummy's pretty good at hiding. You know what I mean? That's why it hides. If it continues to slander me and call me names and all this kind of stuff, I will sue. I will sue the mummy. I will sue the mummy, and I wouldn't even blink. I never seen the mummy donate it to anybody. Have you, Bergs? All this time, the mummy never gave any money to anybody, did it? For all its fortune it claims it has, and all this and all that and all that. I never see it giving any kind of money to anybody. Does the mummy? I see it cause a lot of damage to people, but I never seen the mummy give anything. It never did nothing to me. The mummy can't even blink or smile. Too much surgery and free pain pills. All them pain pills it gets. It can't even blink or smile. The woman in the streets and myself, we were having a good laugh about the mummy. You know what I mean? She was really running the mummy down. Now she acts like she's the mummy's best friend. It's almost comical. It's almost comical, these people. They have to say one lie to cover up another lie, and it's just. Bergs, I think some of these people, I think, what's that word when you keep wanting to have sex over and over and over and over again and over and phone sex with everybody over and over again? A nympho, right? Nymphomaniac. I think she's, and I think the mummy listens in. I think the mummy is on a three-way call listening in, getting off on this stuff while she's doing this with other guys. I think it's a sick thing they all have. But I'm telling you, this mummy is in the middle of everything, Bergs. In the middle of everything. This fucking mummy. Don't ever underestimate the mummy in the middle of everything. With everything that goes on, these spoof numbers, all this shit. And I think the mummy been in love with me for the last fucking month. Another one. God. It's very insecure. That's why it keeps doing what it's doing. The mummy bases everything, its life on beauty. Not what's inside a person. It's the beauty, see. Its own cuck husband don't even care about it. The mummy. And a woman of the streets, she don't care about anything. She just goes on and on and then it wants to go around hi and tries real hard to get everybody to like be on its side. The woman of the streets. Using its street smarts how to do that. It belongs with the streets. They belong on the streets. And they've been on the streets. Believe me, Bergs, they've been on the streets. Cocktail waitresses had a lot of sex behind for money in the past. That's what they do on the side. They're private dancers and all that. Open relationships, crooked cops, you name it. You name it. And that, my friend, is how it goes. Avoid, she's a woman of the streets too. If you look up woman of the streets, she belongs in the streets. It's a very, very terrible slang. It means a woman that there's no hope for anymore. That she's so gone in her ways and so run down that she's now a woman of the streets. That there's no turning back. What about this Dave 25? He thinks I'm going to go to his Twitch. Is he out of it? Does Dave 25 really think I'm going to his Twitch? Where is a Voight? Hopefully she got hit by a bus, R&D. Hopefully she got hit by a bus. She was in the last stream at the very end. She started typing and I ended it. R&D. She started typing and I ended it. David James. The last stream, it was like she started coming in there, and I said, "Fuck this! I'm not in the mood for this, and I'm not even gonna." Is there a monkey on the streets? Only Ponca. He belongs in the cage. Bergs, you should sue these people, man. You gotta sue them for mental stress for what they're doing to you. Love bombing you, Bergs. False pretense. All these women want the king's sack. Yeah, I would say so. I'm not going to stay up here long. If I don't get some people coming in here and the conversation going soon, I'm going to end it. I could continue to go watch the movie I was watching again. I seen the Crazies, the old version of the Crazies, the original Crazy movie. There were two movies, the Crazies. One was like a few years ago, but there was another one, the original one, the Crazies. You sound like Mark Terry. What's up, Chad? How are you? Guns and gears, guns and gears. Terry is put together wrong. He's inbred. That's why he's put together wrong. He has very little hands, very little forearms and arms, like toothpicks. He has this big torso, very big torso, and a very big head. Okay, a very big head, very big torso, little arms, little hands. And then after a huge torso and this huge head, you go down and he has toothpick legs and very little feet. But the torso he looks like Jaws on his chin and all that look like Jaws on that movie 007. You know that character Jaws? Jaws. He's a very T Rex is built like his mother and dad had like all his relatives had sex and out came him or something. Incest. He's like built all wrong, man. He's built all wrong. Built all wrong. Nothing matches. Nothing matches. Small hands, small arms, small shoulders, gigantic torso. Like this big square looking torso, which is like his chest and stomach kind of. It's like real big, real huge, with toothpick arms, very tiny feet, and very tiny little legs, with a real big head. And he's very tall, very tall, and he's built, but he's put together all wrong. It's he has these Cro-Magnon features. At the same time, he has pin leg legs and arms. I mean, it's something to look at him for real. It's like he's a giant, like a miss. Everything's not in contrast with each other. Everything is in contrast with each other. It's fucking. It's like it's putting the wrong head on the wrong body and putting the wrong fucking torso on the wrong fucking body. His head and torso don't match the rest of his body. The torso's huge. What height is he really? Guns and Gears. I would say Guns and Gears has it about right. 6'5". I'd say he's about 6'5". But he's not normal looking. He's not a normal looking. It's like a misfit when you look at him. He doesn't look like a regular human. And you know how that happens? That happens from inbred. When you're inbred, he comes across to me like he was inbred, and I bet you he was. I bet you his sister, I bet you his mom's sister and brother got together and had him. I bet you his dad had sex with his sister, and out came Mark Terry. I mean, I'm telling you, his dad. Look at him. He's an alcoholic that lives in a little apartment. His dad's an alcoholic that lives in a little apartment. Probably had sex with his sister back in the day. Then out came Mark Terry. This quasi giant of a misfuck. I always thought his ex-wife was hot. She's happily married now with another guy. She don't. If you ask her, she'll say, "Mark Terry who? Mark Terry, who's that?" She's so happy with the new guy. The best thing she ever did was get rid of that fucker, Tracy. He asked her for money to bail him out. She said, "Go pound sand." The last time he was in there in jail. If you seen Mark, I never seen any resemblance of anybody that looked like Mark. I just haven't. He stands out like he's. I haven't seen like a resemblance of this guy. This guy is built all wrong, man. Would it creep me out? Well, he's the ninth wonder of the world. Mark looks like Herman Munster. Yeah, kind of like Herman Munster. I'm bummed, David James. He's a bum. You know what I mean? A bum. He had an open bottle of cherry wine or something like that. It had like maybe an inch left in it. He says, "Here, give this a lolly for a present from me." David James. He had an open bottle of wine, cheap wine with only like an inch left in the bottom of it. And he says, "Here, tell Lolly this is from me when you go down there as a present." And he was proud, like he was serious, like like, are you serious? You want me to give Lolly a 1 inch left? What's in it left? A 1 inch thing of wine, of an open wine thing, but 1 inch of whiskey in it. And you think she's going to drink that coming from you? Like, I mean, and he was proud of it. Like, the home wrecker has poisoned Gummy's mind against you. Now you get it, Bergs. Now you get it. Now you're catching on, Bergs. Can you imagine what it would be like if Sarah and Mark had a kid? Well, both of them are over the hill. I mean, Mark can't have kids. Mark's sperm don't work. That's part of the reason why his wife left him. His sperm don't work because he can't even get a hard on. And Sarah, she's over the hill. She can't have any kids. The woman of the streets. No, he can't have kids. They weren't his kids. They were his wife's kids from another family, man. JJJ. They were, his wife wasn't in it. She went around banging two different guys with two different kids. And Mark was just there to, the cuck on, the hold on. God knows what he did with them kids. They weren't his kids. He can't have kids. His sperm don't work, JJJ. That's another sign that he was inbred. Hey, Cassandra. Yeah, Mark is inbred. His sperm don't even work because he's inbred. It's all right, Cassandra. The mummy's husband is a cook, without a doubt. Sleeps in separate rooms. He should kick her to the curb. She's not in love with him. She's in love with her dogs and Gumby. Right. She's bisexual, Bergs. They're both bisexual. They're in love with each other, Bergs. Don't you get it? They're having a relationship together. Why two women would spend time over men is weird. Then they talk about each other behind the scenes. Mary said he wouldn't have sex with her, and all he did was eat all her food and live stream. He couldn't have sex with her. Don't you understand? Mark's penis doesn't work. She was a beautiful woman too, that Mary. She was a very beautiful woman. He went over there, ate all her food and live stream. And then tried to get money out of her, David James. He tried to get cash out of her. I mean, a woman's not going to put up that for that like that. Maybe 6 months. She said, "Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit." She went and got married to somebody. How did he ever manage to get her in the first place? By lying, by saying he has money, by saying how by lying. T Rex hands out with minors on TikTok. Well, he loves minors. See, he was abused when he was little, so that he's used to it, Bergs. Mark Terry has brain damage. Mark, you know that, right? I mean, Bergs. Mark Terry has brain damage for real. His brain isn't like yours or mine. He has brain damage, and he has highs and lows. He has highs and lows that can never be fixed. He was dropped on his head when he was a baby. He has brain damage. His inner lobes don't work right. See, so it's a slang. You know who it is. The mummy is the mummy is the mummy. Eventually, this gummy will get tired of the mummy's negativity. Oh, the mummy is very negative, Bergs. Very negative. Very negative, Bergs. Gumby is a woman of the streets, Bergs. Gumby is a woman of the streets. She won't stay put very long. She can't stay put. Bergs, I'm telling you, she cannot be in a relationship. You're not going to get what you want with her. Even if she wanted that, she's unable. She's too far gone. She can't control herself, Burks. Don't you understand? That's why I say she belongs in the streets. She belongs to the streets, Burks. She cannot be in a relationship. Google that. The slang term, she belongs in the streets. It'll tell you all about it. Too far gone, Bergs. If she really wanted to be in a relationship, she cannot do it. She can't control herself. Don't you get it? What part of that don't you understand, Bergs? She shared herself out to everybody, and it'll continue to go on. She cannot. You can not have a relationship with that. Berg still thinks he's going to have a relationship with this person. Berg, she had other guys since the first day she met you, before she met you. She belongs on the streets. There's people out there we don't even know she's phone boning, dude. I could tell you something, Bergs, but I don't want to hurt your feelings. The Flounder's a woman of the streets too, Bergs, yes. You cannot have a relationship with them. Maybe like a fling, a sexual fling, but that's it. Bergs, if you knew how long I was phone boning this woman, you wouldn't even believe it. You wouldn't believe it, Bergs. This Sarah Gallo. If you would have known, and I wasn't doing it for me. I mean, she insisted on it for herself. She wanted herself pleased numerous times, Bergs. But you wouldn't believe it anyway, so I'm not even going to talk about it. You know what I mean? But believe me, Bergs, before you, Mark Terry, I was right in there, Bergs. Let me just tell you that. But you wouldn't believe it, so like I said, so it's no use even talking about it. And really, it's just who cares anyway? But I'm just telling you, if you only knew the truth, Bergs. But see, I know what a woman of the streets is. See, I can connect to it. They're here, there, they're everywhere. So you don't fall in love with women like that, Bergs. They're women of the streets. You don't give your energy and time to somebody like that. You don't invest in a woman from the streets, Bergs. You just have a little fun with them, and that's it. Then that's it. There's no future with a woman from the streets like that. You can't trust a woman like that, Bergs. See, Bergs, you read too much into it. You had your little fun. It's over with. The Flounder's another one. She's another woman in the streets. You can't have a relationship with them. And then they want to come off like they're goody goodies, like, oh, let me explain myself. It's not me. It's all you. I mean, come on. How do you know Gumby is actually a woman? From all them nude photos she sends around. Bergs, I'm not traveling anywhere. Only if I'm paid for my expenses, Bergs, when I travel that far for that. For somebody like a woman in the streets that for what, sex? Haven't you learned anything? You cannot have a relationship from a woman in the streets. So what else is it? It's only sex. And I'm not going to go travel that way for sex. At the end of the day, that's all she is good for. I mean, she's good for nothing else. She'd have to pay my expenses to go travel down there. I don't invest money in a woman from the streets. Just like the flounder, you know what I mean? It's not worth the investment, you know what I mean? But you're so desperate and so opinionated, you have no self respect that you actually think you can have a relationship with a person from a woman from the streets. You cannot have a relationship with this woman. Don't you understand that? You're no different than the other 50, 60 people she's been with, dude. That's her life. She was probably a prostitute in her real life. You don't know what she does in her real life. I don't hear. She's just a woman of YouTube, a woman of the streets. She belongs on the streets. These women, you don't know what they do. Do you really know Vegas Barbie wasn't a call girl? I mean, for real? How do you know she's not a call girl back in years ago? That's what she said, more or less. She said with this rich guy or something, didn't she? Didn't you tell me that? A woman in the streets belong with people like Mark Terry and all that. You know what I mean? And like scumbags. Stop trying to act like you can have a relationship with somebody like that, dude. I mean, You're not looking into reality, dude. You're not gonna marry a person like that. Are you crazy? First of all, well, you have nothing to offer anyway. So I mean, this is silly talk. I would travel 3,000 miles for sex. Yeah, right. You would travel 3,000 miles and meet a prostitute because that's all you're meeting. I traveled that far for Lolly, but that was different. I was in a relationship with her. You know what I mean? I don't really like women in the streets, best tennis player. I don't like prostitutes, and you know what I mean? I like a little dialogue, a little relationship. I don't like these women from the streets that you can't trust. Well, I would too, best tennis player, but I don't want a woman from the streets to travel. You know what I mean? They're devil women. I would travel an hour, maybe. I mean, look at Michelle K, the drug head. She was a woman from the streets. She belongs on the streets too. You were phone boning Gumby before she broke up with me. I don't phone bone Bergs, really. I talk sexy and they phone bone. I don't phone bone myself. You know what I mean? I don't get off to these women. They can't even get me off. They can't even get me off in real life. You think they're gonna get me off on the phone? I talk to them and they're the ones that, you know, it's their privilege. It's not my privilege. They don't do nothing for me. They can't even do that right. They can't even get me off, Bergs. They can't even do that. The women in the streets can't even get me off. You know that? Bergs, if you want to know the truth, I don't know, Bergs. Before. Well, you weren't even dating her, Bergs. You weren't even dating her. She said she never dated you. She never went out with you. She said she was just friends. She said you were just friends with her, Bergs. You're playing dumb. Yesterday, Bergs, was the last time that I gave her a virtual massage on the phone, Bergs. I gave her a virtual massage, a lot worse than I do up on here. I gave her a virtual massage yesterday morning, Bergs, and she pleasured herself time and time again for about an hour on the phone, Bergs, yesterday morning. Okay, and there were plenty of times before that. But I don't care. She's a woman in the streets. She's not my woman. There's no love connection. It's just, if you want to know the truth, Bergs. I didn't phone bone. All I did was talk sexy on the phone. I didn't touch myself. I didn't play with myself. I talked sexy on the phone. And what she did was on her. She phone boned. I didn't phone bone. She's the one that phone boned. I'm innocent. No, Bergs was in love with Gumby, but Gumby wasn't in love with Bergs. Wow, you use them and dump them? No, I'm used. That's street. I'm the one being used. I'm the one being used because I'm the one pleasing the woman, so I'm being used. I'm not using them, they're using me, street. Now I know everybody's gonna deny it and John Camilla's lying and all this, but I mean it is what it is. I mean. And I didn't start this shit. I'm not the one that started bringing this shit up. They brought it up, her and the other one over there. But I think Gumby definitely was really getting feelings for King Camilla before the mummy got involved. Oh yeah, the mummy inserted herself like a tampon right in the middle of this shit. Best tennis player. The mummy. She told me the mummy was putting herself 2 cents into it. She told me this, best tennis player. She said that she don't call her the mummy. Oh, you need time to heal. Why would you want to jump right into with him? He's not a good person. In the meantime, her cuck husband is over there in the other room playing with himself. You know what I mean? Reminiscing about his days as being a fucking cop before he killed somebody. Fucking weird. What are you lying about? I'm not lying about anything, Jennifer. Sarah Gallo used me to get her off. She used me to get her off, Jennifer Marie. She used me for sex. Sarah Gallo used me for sex. Sarah Gallo used me for sex, Jennifer. She used me for sex. She had me do virtual massages of her in ways that you wouldn't even think of privately as not me. I didn't touch myself, but I was talking to her in a way that got her quite aroused at how she reached orgasms numerous times on numerous occasions by my voice in virtual machine, virtual settings. Okay, so she had virtual massage, private massage streams with me, Jennifer, where I was talking so much with my sweet words and everything, and she couldn't control herself at times when she wanted to get off the best. Don't you understand? So she used me for sex. And then she got out of hand, so I had to block her ass because I don't tolerate the drama that came with it. It was too much drama with it. You know what I mean? I had Vegas Barbie over here blowing my phone up. I had the Sandy Hart blowing my phone up, attacking me. You know, I had Bergs on the other end, and it became too much. I had Mark Terry, and I said, you're involving me with all this drama now, and I don't want the drama. I mean, I don't want it when I end this. I don't want to, I don't want I don't want to hear about these other people. And she kept it up and kept it up and kept it up. So I got rid of her. That's it. But I didn't use her. She used me. I mean, she might turn around and say she got rid of me, but I got rid of her because of the drama. She wouldn't stop. I said, I don't want to hear about these people. Stop talking about me behind the scenes. Stop involving me with this mummy. I don't want the mummy around me. I don't want to hear about the mummy. I don't want to hear about the mummy at all. I don't want to hear about Mark Terry or who said this or who said that. And it was like day in and day out. It's not worth the stress to me. You know what I mean? It's not worth the stress of me having to hear that. For what? To have this woman on her back for 15 minutes while I'm talking sexy to her? What does that do for me? So I didn't want the aggravation that comes with it. You know what I mean? I know these people, Jennifer. I've been dealing with them behind the scenes. The mummy, stress kills the king. The mummy, the Gumby, Mark Terry. This is what they do day and night, David James. This is all they do day and night is worry about other YouTubers and they're behind. They're worse than anything I ever seen. They're worse than Dave 25. Then they block you and unblock you and block you and you did this and you said this and you're innocent. You know what I mean? It's like get the fuck out of here. I got her pregnant over the phone. But Bergs thinks he's special, like, you know what I mean? Bergs, everybody phone boned that woman. Everybody's been phone boning that woman, Bergs. Where in God's name do you think you could ever marry or be with a woman like that, dude? You should thank your blessings. You don't fall in love with a woman like that. She's a woman that belongs in the streets, dude. Her, Vegas Barbie. Sloppy seconds. Cindy, you know I give good massage streams. You know that. You know I could do a good massage streams for a long time if I want. John, you are amazing. You are amazing. My God, you're amazing. You're so amazing. You were so amazing. Avoid is in the assholes. They might be inbred too. Bergs, you really don't have room to talk. Jennifer. Harvey sent his asshole pics to Avoid. And Avoid said, Jennifer, she said, it's a perfect asshole. Oh, the chocolatey color of your asshole. I love the chocolatey color of your ass. Harvey, it's magnificent. As I put my nose up close to the phone, I get the sensation of your chocolatey asshole. I mean, Avoid really loved it, man. She really loved it. The look of the asshole. As I dutifully study the asshole as you put it up to the phone, I dutifully subject to the asshole as a very good asshole. Harvey, you got such a beautiful asshole. Show me more. Can you show me more? And Harvey got his like a crowbar, you know what I mean? He stretched that asshole all the way out and Avoid put her nose up there. Harvey, it's marvelous. It's marvelous, Harvey. It's marvelous. The asshole's such a marvelous thing. I prefer women like the German lady, but Harvey, a good asshole just turns me on. A good asshole just turns me on, but don't get me wrong, German lady and Avoid are having phone sex all the time. They're two bisexual women. And then less is more says, oh, that's normal. Normal? I never did that in my whole life. Bergs is on the phone.
This Gumby, huh?
Ah, Bergs, it's terrible.
So why do you troll me on Instagram saying she's my woman? I'm going down there. I got the messages,
That
and now
I'm
you're
going down
saying,
there?
and now you're saying you're not going down there. Yeah.
Bergs, unless
So which
unless I'm
one is it?
paid unless I'm paid for
So
expenses to
which
go
one
down
is
there.
it? Yeah, you just said she's a woman of the street. So Which one is it? You going down there?
If she pays me to go down there,
Shouldn't have the money for that.
well, then I'm not going down there then, right? She's not worth it. Now, Jennifer Murray, I would go
If
down.
you want a woman of the streets, I mean, can't you go to find a woman there in Jersey? Atlantic City? Atlantic City when you go in
Why
there
are
to
you so
gamble?
worried about me wanting to be with this woman? I don't want to be with
Because
her.
you're the one who constantly contacts me on Instagram and you
I
troll
constantly
me.
contact you.
Yeah,
I constantly contact
I
you
have all the receipts. I'll put them up on my community page
about what?
about you and Gallo. You say, "Stay away from her, Berg. She's mine. I'm going down to see her." You do it. I don't know why you do it. You do it to piss me off. You're a sick puppy, dude. You're sick.
You said she's your woman.
She was my woman, I thought. I mean, I guess not. Tiger
Bergs,
Tiger
if I
Kitty
wanted to
warned
go
me.
down there and see her, there would be nothing anybody could do about it. I don't want to.
Tiger Kitty warned me about her.
If I really wanted to, I'd be going down there, but I don't want to. Don't you understand it?
This mummy, this mummy is jamming everyone up, poisoning her mind. This mummy.
That's why I call her the home wrecker, Bergs.
So, because I haven't talked to this Gumby in 2 weeks. I mean, so what does she do all day? Is she just on the phone all day with the mummy? I mean, I don't understand. I haven't been in
Well,
the loop.
she'll spend an hour on the phone with me, 2 hours or 3 hours with the mommy.
Oh, so now you're on the phone with her for an hour.
Bergs, not anymore. I blocked her.
You just said you blocked her.
Yeah, I did.
Why would you block her? You got in a fight
Because
with
I
her?
don't want the drama, Bergs. I don't want the drama in my real life.
Okay, so when you were talking to her, all she was doing was talking about me, probably.
You, Vegas Barbie, and then I'd have other people. I'd have that heart lady call me up in the middle of
Okay,
it
so
and all that.
how come this T Rex? How come this T Rex on his community page today posted a new, not a nude picture, a new photo of Gumby on his community page? So is she in contact with T Rex also?
Of course she is, Berg. She's phone boning everybody. Don't you get it? She
She was
sent me
phone
the
boning
same
me.
photos.
She
She
was
uses
phone
the
boning
same
me
lines to
for
everybody, Berg.
6 months. 6 months. So at
I
the
have the
same
same
time,
picture. She has shorter, it looks shorter hair, darker.
yeah,
She has shorts on.
if you look at her face, it's a very strange looking face. I've never seen. Yeah,
The point I'm trying to make is she's using the same lines and the same photos and doing the same thing to everybody.
yeah. There's something wrong with her brain.
Everybody throughout the whole night, she's with somebody doing the same thing to.
Uh,
She's not out
so
walking
she's gonna.
dogs.
So you think eventually she's gonna get tired of the negativity of the mummy, and she's gonna make her rounds back to the Berg 55.
Yeah, the woman of the streets, they get bored real easy. And then they'll make their rounds back to you, me, they'll try. I block it though, so.
Well, actually, she sounds a lot like Lisa Lynn. I mean, Lisa Lynn was always with another guy. I mean, yeah. My problem is
Lisa
I
Lynn,
felt
yeah, she's like Lisa Lynn, yeah.
yeah, my problem is I actually fell in love with this fucking Gumby. I fell for her. I fell for her because she kept on telling me how much she loved me. She love bombed the shit out of me.
Well, that's
And
part of the snake.
yeah,
Haven't you learned anything about the woman's her at the beginning? Her words are smoother than oil. Didn't we go over this? That's called love bombing. At first, the words
Yes,
are
and
smoother than oil. They want to tell you
eventually,
what you want to hear.
eventually, sometimes people wind up falling for it, and I was a sucker and fell for it. Okay,
Because you think you're the exception, but you don't know.
no,
You're just.
no, she was. Her and I were both born in 1973. We're both from New Jersey, and she kept on telling me how much she hates it in Louisiana, how hot it is, and I was like, well, you should look into the Seattle area. It's real nice up here. There's a lot of jobs. And then she started to look into it, and she's like, oh, I love it up there. I want to move up there. I love it up there. And like, she would say things to me like, oh, I want to spend the rest of my life with you, you know, and just like shit like that. You know, it wasn't just like a sexual thing. It was like a forever thing, you know.
Well, Bergs, you can't. She can't help herself. She can never be somebody's woman. Don't you get it?
And then this mummy, she used to hate the mummy. She would tell me how much she hated her, how much the mummy had
I know. She told me the same thing. How she
a
hates the
dark
mummy. And a day
heart,
later, she was with her. You know what I mean?
a dark heart. Just like Michelle K would talk shit about the mummy, and Michelle K would always get back with the mummy.
Yeah, she was talking about the mummy to me. How bad the mummy is.
I just don't like getting played. I got played.
Yeah.
Okay, I got played. Okay, I don't like getting played.
You did get played.
Yeah, it's not
Don't
funny.
worry, Bergs. We all been there, at one time or another.
No, but I was really gonna hurt myself. I had to call a hotline number. You don't even know about that. And I had a terrible panic attack. I fucking drove my car off the street. Okay, so I don't want to hear about this, but it didn't cause me any harm. You guys can laugh about it all you want. It's real.
I don't think it's funny, but I think
Not funny at all. I could have died. A weaker person might have fucking killed themselves, but I'm not going to kill myself over no bitch. So, yeah.
I wonder if there's some kind of law about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know.
Did she ever try to get money
And
out of you?
anybody who thinks that I'm going on a fucking road trip, I haven't even left my state in 17 years. I have severe anxiety disorder. I don't drive on the freeways, and I don't fly, and I don't have the money. So I'm not going to Louisiana. I've been through Louisiana. It is fucking hot. It's muggy. There's snakes. There's alligators. There's fucking mosquitoes. There's fucking bugs that are bigger than your fucking head. I'm not going anywhere. Yeah. So, anyone who says, "Oh, this is fucking Dave 25," this kid's, oh, she's gonna jam you up. File no contact order. No contact order. First off, this is the Berg Show. My channel is for comedy and entertainment purposes only.
Right.
So.
Why? Because you want to go to Louisiana? That's grounds for a no contact order.
Yeah. And how is that illegal? I'm 52 years old. I'm an American citizen. I was born in the United States. I can go into any state. I have a car. It's registered. The title's under my name. I have a driver's license. I don't have a criminal record. I could drive to any fucking state if I want.
Yeah, who says you can't go to a state? That's
I could go to her fucking town.
I'll go to Pennsylvania whenever the hell I want to
go. No, but I could go to her fucking town. I know what town she lives in. There's no sign. There's no sign when you enter her town that says Berg Show not allowed.
In fact, you could go right up the street with an intercom, and there's nothing anybody could do about it. You could go on the street.
I left her a voicemail like a week ago saying, I'm gonna come down there, to your house, and I'm gonna give you a dozen roses, and I'm gonna take you out for a steak dinner. Oh, really? A judge is gonna slap a no contact order on me for giving you flowers and a steak dinner.
Jeez. These people love the courts, don't they?
You love the courts.
Yeah, but I was pushed into it. I don't love the courts.
You know who I think else might be inbred besides T-Rex?
Who?
Is this fucking dork 25, man? Seriously.
He's a strange motherfucker, isn't he?
He's a strange guy. You can't talk to him on the phone. I was just trying to talk to him 15 minutes ago. And then he like disappeared. I'm like, Dave.
Yeah.
And then he just leaves. I gotta hang up on him.
He sends me all these photos of Sarah Gallo and Mark and all this, and it's like, what the fuck? He's
and then he calls me up.
Bergs.
And he calls me up all day saying, you're jammed up. He said, I'm getting kicked out of at my grandma's house. I'm jammed up.
Oh, he's jammed up?
Yeah. He said that Kamisha has him blocked. He wants me to talk to Kamisha to get him unblocked. These YouTube women are women of the streets.
A lot of them are, Bergs. A lot of them are.
You can't trust these women.
Well, look at their history. You think you could ever have a relationship with the Flounder, Bergs? Come on.
Yeah, Tiger Kitty warned me of this Gumby. Yeah, this Gumby lives about 5 times further than the Flounder does, and you never drove down to the Flounder.
You were so worried about me driving down over there to see this fucking Gumby. I don't even talk to her, Bergs. I don't like her.
Well, shit, you just say you talk to her every day. You're a liar, dude. You're a liar. Let me see your phone then. Show me your phone records.
Bergs, I don't deal with too much shit.
Well, like who is she talking to? Because she used to talk to me all day.
I'm not in love with her.
Bergs. Yeah, but how is she filling the time without talking to me? I mean, who is she filling those hours with? That's what I want to know.
Probably Mark Terry this time.
The Mummy and Mark Terry?
The Mummy talks to Mark Terry every day for hours and hours. You know.
Why would anybody want to talk to Mark Terry? He's a disgusting weirdo.
Do you know the Mummy is a very ugly underneath? She's a very ugly person.
The Mummy is very ugly on the outside and the inside. All you people think the Mummy is so pretty. She just had a major facelift done. She hasn't showed anyone any of her pictures. I think it was a botched facelift. Like they
think they look better. It actually makes them look worse, these facelifts.
Yeah, she's only 46 years old. She's too young to be fucking
naturally. A natural aging woman looks a lot more better than all this plastic surgery. Yeah. That's the.
And her fucking boob job is way out of proportion. She has these like jumbo fake boobs. And she's short with a small body. She don't look right. She looks like a circus clown. And this fucking Gumby is all tattooed. She's tattooed up everywhere. She got nipple rings. I wouldn't be surprised if she was a former stripper.
No, a prostitute.
A prostitute or a stripper. You know, I mean, the same thing, right?
Damn well she's over there having sex with guys around where she lives, Berg.
Yeah, she says she works at Walmart. She showed zero proof she works at Walmart. She says she's a dog walker or a professional dog groomer.
She told me she was a home health aide.
A professional dog groomer.
Can you imagine her grooming a dog? Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
If she on something, she talks real fast and her heart goes real fast.
I know. No, she has AD. She has attention deficit disorder, ADD.
Is that what she says?
Yes, ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder.
So she's nuts.
Yes, she's totally nuts, and she should be on medication. She's not on meds. And I have anxiety disorder, and I looked it up on Google.
I got
And
that too.
I looked it up on Google, and I said, can somebody with anxiety date somebody with attention deficit disorder? And it said it's very unlikely that it will work out. You know, basically. Yeah.
Well, what are you going to do? She's always going to be around, not leaving you alone, one way or another.
Well, she leaves me. See, the thing is, she leaves me alone, but she has her little fucking mommy contacting me from all these numbers, these spam numbers.
Yeah, that's what she does to me.
Saying, oh, Bergs, we're like, for the last 2 weeks, it's like, Bergs, we sent one of your videos to your cops. We did this, we did that.
Yeah, I haven't
had one call from my cops. I haven't had one thing. I mean,
yeah, I know.
Yeah, they're lying.
Do you think they want to hear about this bullshit?
They're liars, you know?
No, the police don't care about this bullshit.
And I will never say their real names again. For now on, their name is Gumby and Mummy.
Right.
Okay. So
and the real lifer. The other one's called the real lifer.
Yeah. So how the hell can anybody get someone jammed up if we're going by? And I'm the one who came up with those two nicknames. Okay, Gumby and Mummy. Yeah. So
and they hate to be called them, so that's why it's even better.
Oh yeah, her face looks awful on T-Rex's.
Which
it's
one?
Just a weird. The latest one he put on there today on T-Rex's community post. Her face just looks all. It looks all curvy. It's all weird. It's
she put them up. She put them up to do that, to try to aggravate us.
No, but it's not. She's not pretty. See, Gumby. When I would talk to her at night and she would cam up, she'd be laying in bed and she had her like night light on. So, I couldn't really see her full on. It was kind of like dimly lit.
How could you look at that face like that, dude?
I never saw her face that like that full on.
I never cammed up with her. She wanted me to cam up. I said,
she's like, she's got a really bizarre looking head. It's
like a devil.
I don't know. It almost looks like half of her head was bashed in with a sledgehammer. And like the fucking gremlin elf.
To do with her, Bergs. Bash her head
no, like the gremlin elf. Remember when you met the gremlin elf, and you said his face was all smashed in or something?
Yeah.
Remember the gremlin elf, and his palms were all sweaty, and
like Betty.
Yeah, I mean,
and this, like that song.
Yeah, and this fucking. Spaghetti. Oh yeah, that's right. yeah, palms are sweaty, mom's spaghetti. Oh yeah, that's the Eminem from 8 Mile.
Yeah. But this Sarah Gallo been having phone sex with Noodles too, on and off for a while.
I don't know who you're talking about. Are you talking about Gumby?
Yeah, Gumby.
Oh.
I believe Gumby been having phone sex with that guy too.
Are you serious? She has phone sex with T-Rex? Because he's a strange individual. That guy.
That's
He's a
funny. That's what he said about you.
no
He's a
T-Rex.
weird.
He's a weird individual, isn't he?
Oh, absolutely. And Dave 25, he's another weird one, dude. Like weird.
I think both of them, T-Rex and 25, are both inbred.
You know, Dave 25 is part Mexican. He's not all white.
I think Dave 25, the one who calls himself, or his mom is really his older. Wait, his mom is really his sister, and it's like, and, and I think his father slept with the grandma. Wait, Dave's father slept with his mother, the grandma where he lives, and out came Dave 25.
Well, I think Gumby slept with the dog.
Yeah, I mean, this Gumby's around dogs all day. Same with the mummy.
I hear
You know?
dogs mysteriously die around the Gumby. I don't know.
What about this mummy's husband, the cuck?
Wait, the mummy's married?
Yeah, the mummy. Remember the
Oh,
mummy?
the mummy. Okay.
Yeah. You got to keep your characters straight. The mummy is married to that cuck guy, right?
What a cuck.
And they sleep in separate rooms. And she lets her four little mangy dog. You ever been on the phone with her and her dogs are barking?
It's terrible, isn't it? It's like a fucking.
It's awful. Oh my God. Michelle K used to hate that.
So she sleeps.
Yeah. All four of her dogs jump on her bed. So there's no room for the husband. So he has to. He probably finds. Well, I mean, they live in Vegas. There's a lot of
They
hookers
don't love
and
each other,
strippers.
Bergs. They don't love each other.
No, I mean, they live in Vegas, so I mean, there's a lot of opportunities for him to meet, strippers or
Of course,
prostitutes.
he's messing around. He don't want that thing.
No,
She don't smile. She's miserable.
she can't. Well, she literally can't smile because of her plastic
They're
surgeries.
just together because of convenience. That's it. There's no love involved.
Yeah, but they don't have any children together. I mean, he could kick her to the curb at any minute. But they've been together for a while, so she'll probably like break down and start to cry or something.
He'll find a younger, better-looking woman and get rid of that if he's smart.
Yeah. No, he's too hooked into her.
You think so?
Wouldn't you think that he would say to her, yeah, can you get off the fucking phone and spend some time with me?
She hides it from him, Berg. She hides it.
I mean, I used to talk three ways with them all the time, with Michelle and Gumby and
I
the
wouldn't
monkey.
tolerate it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't tolerate any of this nonsense.
And the monkey would be on there.
A real
Everyone would be
man
on
would
there.
say, "Get the fuck off this goddamn phone. Get off this fucking YouTube and don't go back on it. The fuck is wrong with you? Get the fuck out of the house and go get a fucking
job.
Have
Yeah,
a
she
real
doesn't have a
friend
job.
in real life. Get the fuck out of here." If
She
I was
pretends
him,
like
that's
she
what
has
I
a
would say
job.
to
She's
him.
like the cocktail waitress, like two nights a month. I mean, come on.
Yeah, she works 2 nights a month, and they don't have any brains. Cocktail waitresses.
Yeah, she lives off of his money, and she has a rich mother. And the mother got her on the mother got her on the whole plastic surgery kick. Yeah. Because the mother's had a lot of
mother like. What's her mother like?
I guess the mother wants her to be perfect, like a Barbie doll. Her mother must have bought her a lot of fucking Barbie dolls. She was a girl.
Maybe her mother's the reason she's the way she is, all whacked out. Like
They're
mother,
all
like
whacked
daughter.
out. This
Like
fucking
mother, like daughter.
Gumby.
She wasn't raised right, apparently.
Oh, is your daughter all whacked out?
Not my daughter, her daughter.
Oh, I don't know who
No,
has a daughter.
Vegas is Barbie. The mummy's mother
Oh,
created the mummy, right?
yeah, the mommy. Yeah.
So maybe maybe the mummy's mother is all whacked out. You know what I mean? Like to have a.
Well, I don't know. I mean, from what I heard, the mummy's mother is multimillionaire. So I mean, yeah.
From what? Because she did the same thing. She married another rich guy. You know.
Well, yeah, they all marry up. They marry up. You know. You don't marry down.
But
You don't marry.
I heard one of the mummy's boyfriends is having sex with the mother. That's how sick this thing.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what the mummy told me. And Gumby, we were on the phone, and the mummy said, because the mummy's ex-husband lives at one of the mummy's mother's houses. I guess the mummy's mom has a couple houses, and she lets the mummy's ex-husband live there rent-free. And then the mummy also said to Gumby and I that she thinks that the mother, the 80-year-old mother, is having sexual relations with the ex-husband who's in his 40s.
How sick is this?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah.
It never smiles.
Yeah, this mummy never smiles. And now with the plastic surgery, they can't really smile. They can't move their face.
Well, I've been getting these spoof messages, Bergs.
Yeah, those are all from the mummy.
Yeah, see, the mummy inserted herself into my business, so now the mummy is going to have to get it.
Yeah, the mummy inserts.
The mummy decided to insert herself into my personal business.
The mummy inserts herself like a tampon.
So the mummy, you're going to be hearing it about. You're going to be hearing it too here. And expose, mommy, because you decided to invest your time into me out of nowhere. I no bother you, you no bother me. But see,
the mummy used to insert yourself into your relationship with Michelle K. The mummy would insert myself into my friendship with Michelle K. And the mummy inserted herself into my relationship with the Gumby. Okay.
The mummy is very unhappy in her life, and she don't know how to get out of it.
Yeah.
She don't know how to get out of her unhappiness, so she wants everybody else miserable.
And now that the Gumby has broken up and broken Berg's heart, where I almost died, and it's been 2 weeks, they just can't leave me alone. And Gumby has the mummy sending me all these threatening text messages.
Me too.
So
I know it's the mummy doing it.
Of course, because Gumby wants a fall guy, and the mummy is the fall guy.
Right. Yeah, she puts the mummy into doing the dirty work.
Yeah, but the mummy likes to do the dirty work.
Oh, the mummy is behind. She does so much stuff to all these YouTubers, they don't even know it's her.
Yeah. And everyone, she'll go on a side chat and everyone loves the mummy. Oh, mommy, we love you. We love you, mommy.
There's not that many people that love her that way anymore now that she's exposed.
No. All these women, all these like Cindy Lopez types, they all love everybody. Did you see after?
Want you to explain, Bergs.
Did you see after the Gumby broke up with me? She was going on all these side chats, saying hello to all these people, like Wingstar, and giving her like little hearts. She's love bombing everybody. You see it?
Right.
You see how sick it is?
Why don't you go back to Michelle Marie Delaney's?
Oh, no. She can't. She got kicked out of that community. They all hate her over there.
Well,
And then
beginning to
and
be
then the
news in here
mummy,
too.
and then the mummy, one day after breaking up with me, she's on PDX's panel. Remember?
Who, Gumby?
Yeah, Gumby. Gumby was on PDX's panel last week after she broke up with me. And PDX was running down the Bergs. And then Cindy Lopez was on there saying, oh, Gumby, the Bergs is the worst. Don't ever go back to him, girl. We got your back. We got your back, girl. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I was talking to I was talking to Gumby for over 6 months. She never once mentioned she never once mentioned PDX or Cindy Lopez, and now she's best friends with all these people. Come on. Yeah, she's love bombing everyone. Everybody watch out for the mummy and the Gumby.
So how do you move forward?
Let's move. I don't know. Think I'm gonna let this stop me?
You said
Bergs
she
is
called you up the other
unstoppable.
night.
Bergs unstoppable and untouchable. I'll be going live in like an hour or two. All right, I gotta go. Bye.
Just a minute, folks. Mark will be back. Mark is in a relationship. Well, he can't get in a relationship. He don't have any money with Gumby. I'll be right there.